This is Peter Lau. Today is Friday, June 21st. I'm at 1009 Keniston Avenue, Los Angeles, California. I'll be entering through the left side to clean out. So that's the walkway to the back side of the home. And that's the front side of the house. In a brief moment, we will be transitioning to the end of the sewer line, as it provides the clearest video. We're about 104 feet out into the main sewer line where it ties in with the city sewer. At a depth of 7 feet, I'll be making my way back towards the access point. Currently what you're seeing in the background, that's the city sewer pipe. It runs about 6 inches in diameter. And we're also currently within clay piping, so as I pull back a little bit, the pipe will turn into a 4 diameter clay pipe. Water was ran prior to this inspection, and it's been a few minutes since I've turned it off, so there may be a little bit of residual water here. Over here, the camera head is submerged underwater. So once again, I will pull the camera head back just a little bit, and then we're about to submerge ourselves underwater. That's because there's a slight displacement right about here. Or rather, it looks like an offset. So the camera head is about 1 inch in diameter, and then the bottom half side of that screen is the clay joint. So due to this offset, there is some puddling of water. I'm just attempting to move the camera head back and forth to try to get us a better view of what's happening. So given that it is submerged underwater, I cannot fully tell what the issue is. However, typically with offsets and displacements, it can cause water to kind of puddle. And I'm pulling back very slowly. Once again, the distance indicators on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. And at about 101 feet into the main line, you can actually kind of see on the left-hand side, that's the joint. And then as I push forward, once again, I am hitting the joint slightly. So I will just pause here for a quick moment, try to wait for the water to clear up. So unfortunately, the water is not clearing up, so I'm not able to tell how bad this offset is. But again, typically if an offset is great enough to where it pools water, it also has potential to have debris and sediment collect where there's water pooling and can eventually cause a backup. An exterior picture will be included in the report, but this is basically in the middle of the street. So currently what you're seeing on the screen, that's a good example of what an offset looks like. Basically a less extreme version of what we saw prior to this, where 2 sections of pipe join together and that joint becomes off-centered over time. This offset in particular is not causing any blockages, but offsets typically allow for root intrusion to get into the pipe, which we will see an instance of shortly. And just more offsets within the clay pipe. way back from a turn. And we have just transitioned materials from clay piping to ABS. ABS is typically seen in newer homes. It was primarily used in homes built after the 1970s. It's the preferred plumbing material for underneath the house. And in some cases, such as this one, you will have ABS going out towards the city, and then once you hit around the sidewalk or sometimes the front side of the house, you will transition materials to clay. And that's what we are seeing here. So things that I'm looking out for within the ABS portion of the line, I'm looking out for any stagnant water. Since ABS is a plastic pipe, it's not completely rigid like clay or cast iron. So if the dirt is not compacted properly, there can be what's called the belly, which is a sag or a low spot in the line. And if there's stagnant water within the line, sediment and debris can also collect there and build up and can potentially cause a blockage in the future. So if we run into any stagnant water, I will slow down the video and I will do some commentary in regards to that. However, the ABS portion of the line looks to be free of any material defects thus far. Once again, this is one of the reasons why I run water prior to the inspection, and also during the inspection I'm looking out for any stagnant water within the line. Once again, the ABS portion of the line looks to be free of any material defects and debris buildup thus far. About 7 feet remaining. Somebody just started running some water. I'll pause the video and wait for the water to subside. So there was a slight pooling of water. I will proceed further and just to make sure it's not anything significant. As you can see, the water has cleared up. And there's just a minimal amount of water pooling at about 6 feet. Not significant enough to cause any blockages. And I'm working my way back out the access. And this concludes the inspection of the main sewer line. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to call, text, or email me. Thank you.